Hey guys, PepperAmmy here. This week we are making homemade marshmallows and hot chocolate. This is a great winter treat on the cold dark evenings leading up to Christmas. Now, as it is customary for every YouTuber who makes marshmallows, these are indeed better than shop bought marshmallows, and you can add any flavour to them. And also, you can make them any size as well, so from bite size all the way up to jumbo. Now, the key to making marshmallows is speed. You want to do as much preparation before starting the marshmallows as you possibly can, as you need to move fast before the mixture sets, as I found out. You want to start by sifting together equal parts of cornstarch or potato starch with powdered sugar and set to one side. I used around 200 grams of each. That was 200 grams of cornstarch, which is what I used, and 200 grams of powdered sugar. Next, you want to bloom 25 grams of gelatin in 60 ml or a quarter cup of water. Then give a quick mix to make sure all the dry gelatin is in the water and then set aside. And now to prepare your dish that will receive your marshmallow mixture. You want to lightly grease the pan with your choice of oil or butter, and then sift over the sugar starch mixture, making sure to fully coat the pan. And then, you guessed it, set to one side. Then in a pan fitted with a thermometer, combine 120 ml or half a cup of liquid glucose, 120 ml or half a cup of water, and 150 grams or 3/4 of a cup of white sugar. Then place the pan over the heat and bring to between 112 and 115 degrees Celsius or 233 to 240 Fahrenheit. Now, you don't want to go any higher than this or your marshmallows will end up with the completely wrong texture. Now, as the sugar syrup gets near the temperature, you want to microwave your solidified gelatin for 30 seconds just to melt it, and then add it to a bowl of a stand mixer fitted with a whisk attachment. Then once your syrup is up to temperature, carefully stream the hot syrup down the side of the bowl, avoiding pouring it on the whisk. And then mix on high until the mallow mix is light and fluffy. Now here, while it is mixing, you can add any flavour of choice. My personal plan was to do a vanilla batch and a peppermint batch, but that didn't happen. Now you want to keep an eye on the temperature and the stiffness of your mix, as if you let it go too long, it will set in the bowl, kind of like my first batch, where I only managed to get one good scoop out before it became too stiff to work with. Now, a good sign of when to stop is when it starts to form thin strings between the whisk and the bowl. If you reach that stage, you want to move as fast as possible, as that is showing that it is starting to set. Now, preferably, of course, you want to stop before you get to then. So you want to mix it until it forms a peak, but it is still moldable and easy to scoop. Now for my second run, I just doubled the ingredients, as honestly with this recipe, working with more is a lot easier than working with a smaller amount. And then pour into your tray of choice using lightly wetted hands or oiled spatula, smooth the top and then dust with the sugar starch mix. And then you want to set this to one side once again to let cool for at least an hour until it is firm enough to cut. Now I'm going to let you on a little secret here. A lot of YouTubers don't actually tell you how messy this is to clean up, and the bowl will be absolutely caked with this highly sticky marshmallow mixture. Now honestly, the best way to get rid of this is to just fill the bowl up with some really hot tap water and just let it melt and dissolve. And also, if you get some on your shirt, it is definitely new shirt time for the rest of the day. Now, as my first quote-unquote failed batch is set up, it's time for the taste test. Now, you either want to heat your knife or dust it with the powder mix before each slice. But these do taste great even though the batch was a fail. Unlike the candy canes, if you do kind of mess up and it solidifies, these are still marshmallows, it just means that you're going to have a lot less time to work with it. And yes, they toast up really nicely under a torch or on a fire, and become nice and soft and gooey on the inside whilst a light crisp exterior, and they melt amazingly in hot chocolate. So talking of hot chocolate, what is a marshmallow without a nice hot chocolatey bath for them to swim in? Now you can use whatever chocolate you like. Personally, I prefer a dark chocolate as you are diluting its bitterness down with the milk anyway. So for 100 grams of chocolate, I made 3 servings, but you could stretch to 4. Now simply use your serving cup of choice to measure out X amount of servings, so I'm making 3, so 3 cups of milk. And then add to a saucepan and roughly chop your chocolate. Then add it to your pan, and if you wish you can add some sugar. I chose to use in some vanilla sugar, and a dash of cinnamon, just to add to that winter warming feeling in the drink. Then you just want to gently warm the milk mixture while whisking until the chocolate has melted. Now you want to be aware because milk can bubble up really fast, and if you're not looking it can boil over the pan. Then once the chocolate has melted, and it is all stirred in nicely, divide the chocolate between the cups, top with some marshmallows, optionally some cream, and then you can use your torch to gently toast the marshmallows and enjoy. And there you have it, a great winter warmer with homemade marshmallows. Now these are easy to make for the most part, all you need is timing skills, which apparently I lack. But as always, if you like what you saw, let me know with a like and a comment down below. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe for free weekly cooking content. And I will see you all again next Friday, where I'll be baking another Danish winter treat. Thanks for watching.